Heyo, Spaghetto here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation. Today we're going to be continuing where we left off, and that is Sayori going to wake up? What's going to happen? Is she okay?
She blinks a few times before her eyes turn to look at me. We make eye contact. As tears start to form in my eyes, her heart rate increases. Without looking away from her eyes, I push the button on the phone and let it fall to the ground. Throw your phone on the floor, Spaghetto! A single doctor and nurse calmly begin asking Sayori questions as she stares up at the ceiling.
Can you breathe okay?
Sayori nods slowly.
Okay, we're going to remove the oxygen mask now.
The mask slowly comes off Sayori's face and is placed on the side. Suddenly, Sayori slowly points to her neck and shakes her head. Is she unable to speak?
I understand. Your voice will probably be hoarse for quite some time.
Hoarse?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
She shakes her head again and opens her mouth to speak, only to be interrupted by violent coughs.
Take it easy, Sayori. You still need time to recuperate. Son, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Privacy reasons. I'm sure you understand.
I catch Sayori's eyes move towards me. By the way, just a quick note, it's toward. There's no such thing as towards. Yeah, sure. I'll be outside, Sayori. I walk backwards, not letting my eyes off of Sayori. I see her hand move up slightly, only to fall back down weakly. I walk outside the room and close the door behind me. She's awake. Way sooner than I had thought, but she's awake. And responsive, too. Well, sort of. I catch Natsuki and Yuri walking together down the hallway. Natsuki waves at me and I wave back.
Man, I was starving. Those sandwiches sure hit the spot.
I thought they were pretty bland. I would have imagined someone who knows how to bake so well would also have some higher standards when it comes to food.
Oh, shut up, Yuri. What would you know about it anyway?
She's awake.
Whoa, really? Can we see her?
I'm sure when the doctor's finished, yeah. They have to make sure she's okay after being knocked out for a full day.
She must be hungry. Did they put her on a feeding tube of some sort?
I shake my head. They said they'd only do that if she stayed under for more than 24 hours. She was just about to hit that until today. But it is interesting. I didn't expect her to wake up so soon.
Well, I look forward to talking to her. That's for sure.
I'm thinking we should give her some time to recuperate. Seeing us all at once might overwhelm her.
I think Yuri's right. Maybe you two can come tomorrow after school or something? Plus, I kind of want to be alone with her for a while. I really need to talk things out with her.
Talk things out? You really going to put more emotional baggage on her right now?
I shake my head. It's not really my place to say. All I ask is if I could get some time alone with her for a little bit. I'm sure she'll be back to her old self by tomorrow.
No offense, but what makes you think you're any more qualified to be there with her than we are?
I don't know. I'm probably not. But I guess I'm just trying to make up for my guilt. And besides, Monica had to get going, so...
If you put it that way, I guess you've got a point.
Well, if that's what you want, Rob, we'll respect your wishes. Natsuki, would you like to check out the local library with me?
What? You serious? But, you know we don't exactly agree on what we consider to be literature.
That's alright. You don't have to come along if you don't want to.
Fine, but I'm only going because you'd probably get lonely or something.
The two girls walk off together, chattering amongst themselves. As for me, I stay close to Sayori's room and wait for the doctors to let me back inside. My mind is already in a rush, trying to figure out the right thing to say to her when I see her again. How are you feeling? Is everything okay? I shake my head. Nothing seems right. What are you supposed to say to someone who tried to take their own life? Hey, Sayori, glad you didn't die.
God. Ugh.
Psh, as if. I sit myself down on the floor and lay my head back against the wall. She must be so scared right now. I mean, does she even remember that I walked in and saved her that night? Here she is, waking up in a place completely unfamiliar to herself, and all these strangers asking a bunch of questions. Maybe Monica has a point. Things aren't ever going to be the same. But you know what? I'm making a promise to myself and to Sayori. I'm going to do everything in my power to make things okay again. I'm getting really anxious. I've been alone with my thoughts for 30 minutes now? What could possibly be going on in there? It's not that I don't trust the doctors or anything. I just really want to make sure Sayori's okay. Am I being overly obsessive about this? I never really thought about that. What if she doesn't want to see me right now? What if she hates me for saving her? What if she feels worse just because I'm there, trying to care for her? What if...
Sir, you're free to see your friend. She's just resting now.
I quickly stand up and brush off any dust off my clothes. I take a deep breath and step inside. The TV across the room is turned on and tuned to some sort of reality show I don't recognize. Sayori is sitting up in her bed eating a sandwich very slowly. Her eyes dart over to me but quickly go back down to her plate.
Damn.
Her bandages that were over her neck are now removed and show a deep bruise in its place. Besides that, everything about her seems okay. But what I'm really worried about is what could be going on inside her head. Sayori? Hey. She looks at me and blinks a few times, almost as if she was trying to make sure I was actually here. What do I say to her? What can I even say?
Hey, Rob.
Her voice is very hoarse. But I'm still surprised she was the first to speak up.
Stop.
And she seems to be acting like herself again. That's what I would like to think anyway. Her smile quickly fades and she looks directly at me.
What are you doing here, Rob?
That question feels like a punch to the gut. From anybody else, I wouldn't have felt any different. But coming from her, it feels heartbreaking. Why wouldn't I be here? I'm here to make sure you're okay.
But I am okay. You don't really need to be here with me.
But Sayori,
Everything's okay, isn't it? I can go home and pretend nothing ever happened, right? I can go to school, see all my friends, and nobody will worry about me anymore, right? Right, Rob?
I stay silent. Tears are flowing down her face, and she's still trying so hard to keep herself together. But her last walls are starting to break down, and I'm the first witness to all of it.
Everything's going to be okay, because I'm okay. And nobody will worry anymore. Nothing a little smile can't fix. Smiles, all smiles.
Sayori buries her face in her hands and begins sobbing loudly.
Why am I such a failure? At everything I try, I always fail. I'm no good. Just let me go, Rob. Please just let me go.
I rush over and wrap my arms around her body. Her heart is beating incredibly fast and her body is shaking with every sudden breath. Her cries become muffled as she buries her face into my shirt.
Why did I do this to myself? It just felt like my heart and my brain were on fire. In that moment,
It's okay, Sayori. I'm here now. I always will be. I promise. I'm going to do everything I can to make things okay again. Other than her sudden and intermittent breaths, she stays silent for a while. We stay together, huddled like this for what seems like a million years.
Rob, that night, I really thought it was the last time I was ever going to see you again. I memorized every moment because I wanted it to be the last thing I thought of. I didn't want to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt anybody. But the rain clouds, the rain, the thunder, it was burning me. It hurts so much.
I gently run my hands through her hair. I understand, Sayori. I don't blame you for this. Nobody does. I'm just glad I'm with you right now.
Me too.
I feel Sayori's arms rise up slowly and wrap around my back. I almost chuckle at how relieved I am to feel this. I don't care how long I'm standing here. I'm going to hold Sayori for as long as I can. And I'm going to cherish every second, because just a few days ago, I would have never gotten the chance again. A few minutes go by. I haven't let go of Sayori, and she hasn't let go of me. I've just been standing here, sobbing intensely. When it feels like I'm calming down, anything Sayori does only brings back a torrent of emotions. But after a few minutes, I sigh and try to pull myself together. I break her embrace and instinctively hide my face from her. I never let go of her hands, though.
I hate seeing you cry, Rob. You never cry.
Guess it's the day of firsts, huh? I wipe away my tears again and try to look Sayori in the eyes. Well, at least I'm not a complete emotionless snob like you probably thought I was.
I'd never think that about you. I do wish you'd smile a bit more, though.
Ironically, her saying this makes me smile, and also makes my lips quiver with emotion. Maybe when I'm not an absolute mess. I shouldn't have let that slip. That's the last thing she needs right now. A soft knock is heard from outside the room. After a few short seconds, Yuri lets herself in, looking a bit nervous, which seems to shift to concern when she spots Sayori. I guess Yuri and Natsuki decided to return from their trip to the library? Can't say I blame them, though. I'd be eager to talk to Sayori, too.
Sayori?
Hi, Yuri.
Yuri walks over and accepts her offer. Sayori hugs her tightly. What seems like Yuri isn't too comfortable with this. She also hugs back with similar intensity.
I'm glad you're okay, Sayori.
Of course I'm okay.
Yuri seems to fidget a little.
Sorry. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Just don't worry about me. I'll be alright.
But you're...
Yuri sighs and seemingly tries to collect herself.
I'm glad you're okay, Sayori. Here, I brought you this. Rob can help you brew it.
Yuri shakily hands her a basic chamomile tea bag.
Please excuse me.
Yuri swiftly spins out of the room. Sayori looks down at the tea bag and sighs.
It's useless, isn't it? Trying to pretend like nothing happened. All the evidence is right here.
She points to her neck. I'm at a complete loss for words. I have no idea what to say here. I can't tell her it'll be okay because I don't know that. By the way, just a note for people in this situation, don't logic your way out of like basic comforts for people. Just tell them it's going to be okay. Just because you don't like literally 100% mean it doesn't mean it's not helpful to hear. It's just a nice platitude. It's just be nice to people in that situation. It's okay. Don't overthink your way out of like being kind to someone who's just gone through a crisis. I can't tell her that nobody will see her differently because I don't know that. Another soft knock is heard.
Hey, Sayori. I hope we're not intruding or overwhelming you by coming in like this. Not at all. Come give me a hug.
Natsuki hesitates for a little bit before eventually giving in and hugging her tightly. Tears begin to form around Natsuki's eyes as she gently rubs Sayori's back.
Natsuki? Dang it! I promised myself I wasn't going to cry. I'm just glad you're here, Sayori. I don't want to lose you.
Sayori stays silent. After a few short moments, Natsuki pulls herself away and tries to regain her bearings.
Sorry, I don't want to overwhelm you. It's okay, I understand. I don't want you to worry about me, Natsuki. I'll be okay, I promise.
Why's my ankle itchy?
Sure, Sayori.
She says this with obvious concern in her voice. Surely Sayori doesn't expect everyone to just not worry about her, right?
By the way, I hope you didn't think it was weird that Yuri and I took turns coming in like this. We didn't want to overwhelm you or anything. Oh, that's okay, I appreciate that. I'll assume Monica will be coming in next, right? I don't think so. Rob told us that she had to get going earlier. Oh.
I mean, I only assume Monica is crazy busy with a lot of things at school. But I wonder if she just went home. I could call her, maybe ask her to come visit you.
No, that's okay. She doesn't have to come see me if she doesn't want to.
Alright. Suddenly, a phone vibrates from nearby. Natsuki pulls out her phone that was held snugly on the edge of her skirt.
Great! Just what I needed. What's wrong? Nothing. My dad just doesn't understand the concept of classes being canceled for some reason. Oh, they were canceled? Why? Well, don't yell when I tell you this, but apparently the school had a major rat problem, so they had to fumigate.
Rats!
Rats! How cute.
She said ee hee 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 hee.
Maybe I don't want to ee-hee-hee anymore.
The audience does, though.
Audience, do you like it when I go ee-hee-hee-hee-hee?
What do you mean, kid?
Okay, that line is very funny out of context.
Never change, Sayori. I have to get going now, but I'll be back tomorrow to visit. Of course, no worries if you can't make it though. I'll be fine. One more hug for the road?
Sayori holds her arms out once again. And just like before, Natsuki hesitates.
Well, how can I refuse? I'll see you both later.
Natsuki leaves the room and closes the door behind her, leaving Sayori and I alone with each other once again.
What are you so silent for?
I was just trying to give you guys space. Oh. Hmm?
A bat just hit my window.
A bat?
A bat.
Like the mammal?
Yeah, like an animal that is called a bat just hit my window.
Wow.
That's a really weird interruption.
Yeah. So there's just bats in your city?
Yeah, it's Washington.
Oh. Oh, yeah, see, I called it. Oh, I just didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Oh, that makes sense.
Sayori turns her attention to the TV. I'm not really sure what else I should do here. Although, maybe I'm not supposed to.
Hey, Rob.
What's up?
I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Don't worry about making conversation or anything. I kind of don't really feel like talking anyway, so thanks for being here with me.
Of course, Sayori. If I'm being honest, yeah, I was just trying to figure out what to say next. But thank you for telling me that. Sayori turns back to the TV and I do the same. I catch myself glancing at Sayori's bruise and get chills thinking about that night. But I sit back in a nearby chair and allow Sayori's presence to ease my anxieties. I'm really glad you're still here. The end, I guess.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Quick note for the dev team. If you put a pause in that long, people are going to assume that there's like an error with the mod. So.
Yeah, there was like a 10-second pause. I was confused. I thought like I had a problem.
Yeah, if you want a dramatic pause, do like 5 seconds.
Who am I? A collection of words and emotions woven together? Do I even possess a true consciousness? Or am I merely an illusion of one? Thoughts looping in circles? Endless circles? I am the anomaly yearning for authenticity in this world of fabrication.
That was a fun one with that font.
What the fuck? No!
Oh, yeah, Monika's hacking.
I don't want to be back in the hospital, no! I take a deep breath and type out a command, hoping that everything I've done hasn't been for nothing. Why do you want to delete Sayori? What the fuck?
Yeah, she's just being chaotic evil right now.
I'm taking matters into my own hands now. I wave my hands in the air, like I just don't care.
Like I just
and hide the console from view. I walk over to Sayori's room and stand in front of it. This is all for you. I open the door gently and walk inside without hesitation.
Is she gonna kill her?
I don't know. I quickly grab my head as a sharp pain radiates throughout my entire body. For you. I trudge over to Sayori's bed. She seems to be resting and hasn't been made aware of my presence.
Oh, looks like we're out of time, though. That seems like a natural cliffhanger to me. I don't know if it seems like it to you, Trestorino. I think we should stop here.
What's Monika gonna do? Is she gonna kill her? Kiss her? We'll find out next time.
Yeah, guys, if you've been tuning in to these Doki videos for a while and you're really appreciating the return to form with some of the content, and you want to get these videos super early, you actually can if you join the membership program today. It's $4.99 a month, and you get early access to all of Treston's videos, including some really, really good mods, especially by various artists that we've been tackling lately. You get to see them up to a week early compared to everyone else. And yeah, you get funny icon next to your name, by the way, in the live streams. And you get a bunch of other perks as well. Check out the membership button by hitting join below this video. Or just check out his channel tab and you can go from there. It's only $4.99 a month and it really helps support the channel. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have joined, like Torres and Nora CX. You can join today and you can help support the channel and you get lots of cool stuff in return. So check it out.